Okay. I'm still blushing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, fantastic. Um, no, I have no social skills, and I don't know what to say to someone. So, you know, put it all out there in a video so someone could help me, and someone's just gonna rake me in the comments. I just know it. Where's a well-spoken person when you need them? Where's like a frontman when you need him? They're so fucking well-spoken. God, it's like, you talk to those people, and it's like you ask 3 or 4 questions when it's your turn to talk, and for some reason, band guys are able to answer all of the questions in a very short and sweet, informative way. It would take me 3 years to do so, and I would say like, so, and anywho way too many times. What a fucking intro. Hi, I'm Z. I have no social skills and anxiety. This is what a normal human being looks like. Titans Fall Harder, Ruled by Destiny 2, Heavy Lies This Life. It says full album stream, but it's only 7 minutes. So this was a request from Astor. I'm not going to try to say that. Yigdra? Yigdra. Astor. Astor. I'm Southern. We say shit differently, okay? Here we go. And someone obviously did not watch the whole video because specifically... Okay. It's great. It's nothing. Don't mind me. I just said I was in the mood for a different subgenre. But I love melodic death metal. It's my favorite fucking genre. So here we go. That's an interesting kind of like dual universe going on. Dichotomy, I guess, is what I'm looking for. You got these like screaming vocals, and then you have like Catholic-esque choir. It's kind of... Okay. Just had to get that out. It's interesting that they blended these together because they're going. And I have no trouble with that. My ears want to follow the orchestra. That's what my ears want to follow. And it's kind of... Instead of creating that blended full sound, it's like it's like the vocals are distracting me from the the orchestra, even though the orchestra's not meant to be the focal point, everyone's going to have a different opinion. They're going to hear a different way based on what they're using to listen to it with, what they like, what they tend to be pulled toward. But for me, that's kind of what I'm getting, and there's not enough vibrancy or boost from the band to overpower them, to blend it almost. It's like the orchestra's too good, and it's following its own kind of melody, just different. You don't usually hear this kind of dueling between them. That was fucking beautiful. The way it had that space in between. I want to go and listen to that again because that was like so good. The way they fit together like that, you had those spaces in the orchestra that the drums filled in between. So it created this like worlds collide moment. I almost wonder, why did I say I almost wonder? I do wonder if they wanted this, they wanted the listener to have this almost like a past tense viewing of something that's going on, or like a memory or something, because the way they're tucked behind it, it kind of can pull in that direction too. It's all perception. That's all art is. But I want to listen to that one part again because I'm like hooked. Sorry, I don't mean to cock block or clam jam. I just feel like the vibrancy from the orchestra and the choir is so much more overwhelming than the depth and the vibrancy from the band. So it's almost not fair because it's not balanced properly, or I don't know if properly is the right word, but like it doesn't have that balance. So it's I don't want this to turn into a comparison, but the way the levels are, it's kind of like that. I'm so confusion. Okay, so at first I was like, okay, they've taken this production by a symphony or something, and they've worked the song into it, but no, because that little solo bit we heard quite a few seconds ago, I didn't pause it because I was kind of, my mind was blown, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, how did they so intricately incorporate that guitar into that? Because there's almost a beauty in not being able to tell where that line is drawn, and I love that. Because if my mind can kind of like pull it up and map it out what certain things is, and you get the pattern, it's it kind of loses that mystery. But that is captivating to me, and I'm like, no, I'm so confused right now. And now we're going into a whole different segment, like it's electronica. I'm very confused by this. This is not your run-of-the-mill, cut and dry song. Well, those effects aren't creepy as fuck. I don't know if you're hearing them like I am, but it's like small children and weird swishing noises. I don't like horror movies. Oh god, this is like a movie! Oh man. Okay. I'm backing it up a little bit. Because now it's like, oh, I love to like create stories in my mind to these. Oh, it's my favorite thing to do. I'm sorry, I'm so weird. I'm so sorry. But it's like my favorite thing to do. So what I'm getting so far is this girl, and basically like she's preparing for battle, and it's like she's had so much loss and so much devastation in her life, and she's like on the up and up, and she's like really like, you know, you're weird, Z. So like in my mind I envision like this girl, and she's like prepping for battle, and she had so much devastation and so much loss, and she's like really getting it up there, and she's like working on her skills, and it's just like all this preparation, and the fight had just started, and it was like there was gonna be this huge climactic moment, and she'd gotten down, and she'd pulled herself back up, and you know she wasn't gonna lose, and it's like what's gonna happen? She's up against the boss now. This is World of Warcraft now. This has just turned into World of Warcraft. Who wins? This is why you have social issues. Oh, God. Okay. I'm so confused. I'm upset because I want to know what happened. Because my mind can't finish the story unless it has the soundtrack. But I'm so... What genre is this? Does it... I mean, I'm not like a huge believer in genres. Not for me personally, but it's helpful to talk about when you have a name for it. So let's call it symphonic, melodic, almost black metal. Maybe death metal? I don't know. Okay, I get confused when we get into the metals I'm not as familiar with. But that has a nice long ring to it. I enjoyed it once I stopped. How do I say this? I enjoyed it once I stopped trying to focus on. It was the intermingling guitar and the solo with the orchestra that kind of like completely changed my mind about what I was listening to, and it was like a hold on moment, because it's obvious they've got some good production, because do you hear that orchestra and choir? And it's obvious that they have these great ideas, these unique creative ideas. I'm just curious as to why the band was like almost dubbed in comparison to the orchestra and choir. Was it to create, sorry, hiccups, was it to create like a reflective, almost like a memory, like a losing battle type of vibe? Like, I'm not sure. And obviously this is open for interpretation, and it's all based on one's perception based on their own life experiences, and nobody cares. See, okay. My final thoughts is that while the first half confused the fuck out of me, and I can't 100% like give my thoughts on that because I'm still confused as hell, the last half, you've definitely got my attention, and I'm definitely going to be diving in more, because I just kind of want to figure out what this is all about and kind of see if I can't figure out their sound story, because I don't know. Like, it's kind of epic, really. So I'm kind of at a loss for words, but okay. Thanks for watching. Don't do that, so you look stupid.